Let's take you to Limpopo now. The Mooketsi Mountain Bike Challenge is a cycling event in the Koedoes Valley in Limpopo. Here, mountain bike enthusiasts will go through scenic landscapes of a private game reserve, agricultural farmland, and untouched bushveld terrain. SABC News reporter Koketšo Motau is in Mooketsi and joins us now live for an update. So, Koketšo, what can you tell us about this race, and what can cyclists expect in terms of terrain and the race? We are told there's much excitement from it.
Well, absolutely, Mkolesi. Good morning to you and good morning to the viewers. Indeed, we are still here at Mooketsi. I can tell you that some of the cyclists have already arrived or finished their race here. We understand that the race actually started around 7 o'clock. Others actually started around 7:30. So some of these cyclists are participating in the 70-kilometer race. Others are participating at 50, while others participating on 15 kilometers. Those are some of the races that are actually taking place here at Mooketsi, and this is the second annual Mooketsi Mountain Bike Challenge. But I want to speak to one of the organizers here just to give us more information about what actually transpired today. The man I'm talking to now is Clive Gareth. Thank you so much, Clive, for talking to us here on SABC News. What really inspired you and your team to come up with this kind of a challenge?
We started organizing this race about years ago, and this is actually the 13th race that we've organized. We missed 1 year due to COVID, and really it's part of ZZ2's social responsibility program, where we'd like to give something back to the community. It's a wonderful event where we bring everybody together. They can bring their families here. They can come and choose a distance what they want to ride, and then afterwards they can sit under the shade with their families and just enjoy the day.
Yeah, tell us about how did you design these routes, because this is a very beautiful landscape, and how did you manage to ensure that as much as it's challenging, the riders are also enjoying the terrain?
We've been a lot of us have been living on the farm for many, many years, and we understand the farm and we know the roads intimately. And then what we do is we all get together and we put our heads together, and we've got one chap on the farm that he spends a lot of his weekends riding, and he designed the route for us. And as I said, we've been doing it for a number of years. So every year we just tweak the route slightly, make it a little bit more interesting. Keep the guys that rode last year, keep them guessing this year, and try and add something new for the guys every year.
Tell us about the prizes and some of the races. We understand that others participated in around 70 kilometers, others were participating in 50 kilometers.
Well, we had from a walk of 5 kilometers. For the youngsters, we had a 15-kilometer route that they could ride. Then we had a 35, a 50, and a 70. So you could choose, depending on your level of fitness or how strong you were feeling on the day, you could choose what distance you wanted to ride.
I can tell that this was actually a success. What can we expect, next year and going forward?
Well, we'd like to keep building on the model. We believe we've got a fantastic model here. So probably what we'll do next year, we'll just put in a few new challenges, new surprises. For instance, the bridge that the guys rode across, I think this year it was nearly 1 kilometer long. We've only had the bridge, I think, for the last 3 years, and that's something the guys really enjoyed, to see who's going to stay on the bridge and who's going to land up in the water. So what we'll do is we'll just keep tweaking the route to keep it interesting for the cyclists.
Well, Clive, thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News. That is one of the organizers here. But I want to speak to one of the cyclists who actually participated in this challenge. The man I'm talking to now is Philip Bays. Philip, thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News. What really, drew you to participate in this race?
Yeah, for me, I think it's the area. I've never been to this area, of South Africa is really beautiful, and it's my first time here. And each year we've been getting invites, for our professional team from ZZ2 to come and do the event, and every year it clashes with other events. And this year, it was open on our calendar, and we made the trip, and it was definitely worth a beautiful environment. Yeah.
What were some of your challenges, particularly when you were participating in these beautiful terrains?
So I did the 70 kilometer, and that's the longest distance of the day. I think it took me about 2 hours 40 minutes. And as you go out here, it's all on well-graded gravel roads, and then about midway through the race, at about 30 kilometers, weird climb. It's loose grounds and rocky going up, so that was quite a challenge. And then as you're at the top, you've got a small breather, and then you're going down again, and it's super rocky and technical. And that was a good challenge. And there was what they call a chicken run for the people that was a bit scared of the rocky stuff. You could go around it. I think there was some sort of penalty for it. I'm not too sure what the penalty was, so I went on the difficult route. But yeah, for me that was a nice challenge, and I think that's what makes the sport of mountain biking exciting, is that you get those challenges and gets the adrenaline pumping a bit.
Maybe just the last question. Prepare yourself mentally and physically.
This is what I do. I'm a professional rider, so the whole year we train every day, and we've got, every second weekend we've got a race going. Mentally, I'm actually relaxed here. It's like I said, it's a good weekend away. I brought the family with, and there's a nice market here on the start-finish venue, so they are happy. If they're happy, I'm happy, and I'm relaxed, and I can race fast.
Thank you much for talking to us here on SABC News. Mooketsi, indeed, I can tell you that some of the cyclists are still coming through here. You can see behind me, that is the finish line. So some of them are still coming through, and we understand that maybe the last person is expected to arrive here around 1 o'clock. But the winners have already, made it through. But for now, Mooketsi, let's get back to you in studio.
And on the side of the screen also, Koketšo, we were witnessing some of those scenic views to come out of there. We thought we'd also be seeing you there on the trail. Koketšo Motau is our reporter there out at the Mooketsi Mountain Bike Challenge. Thanks very much indeed for that update.